Hello there, you beautiful person. My name is Brad Hines, and I'm a travel writer and a personal finance writer. I have done van life. In 2019, I bought a used Volvo station wagon and drove across the country. Having done it in both directions, by the way, across the country. Having done it, here are my recommendations for getting into van life. Number one, of course, is the van selection. That's the most important thing. That's really where it all begins. You have to choose a van that suits your needs. And it doesn't literally have to be a van. You saw that I was in a Volvo station wagon, so I couldn't stand up in that, for example. But I was able to have a full mattress in it. So whether it's a cargo van, camper van, or a do-it-yourself conversion, you have to consider things like size, fuel efficiency, and reliability, and then what your budget is at the outset. So that leads me to number two, the budgeting. Plan your finances carefully. Account for the cost of the van, the conversion or the modifications, the insurance, fuel, maintenance, things like campground fees and daily expenses, maybe using showers, food, and entertainment. You might even need money for an airline ticket home if the car gets totaled, God forbid, or breaks down beyond repair. So that might be a consideration as well. Number three, van conversion. Decide whether you'll buy someone else's van life vehicle or if you're going to build your own. You have to figure out if it's going to require skills like carpentry, electrical work, plumbing. A pre-converted van, buying someone else's old project, saves time, but that may be more expensive. You can also do a hybrid. You could buy someone's van life vehicle and then modify it a little bit more, customizing it for yourself. So that leads me to amenities. What should be in the van to begin with? Does every van life van need the same items? No, they do not, but there's some core overlapping themes. So you have to determine what you need and optimize the use of space while ensuring functionality and comfort. Probably the biggest thing that you base the decisions around for how you're going to modify the van is really the sleeping arrangement. You can't really do van life, I think, in the essence of what the term means without sleeping in the van. Now, you could get hotels every night and still have it that the van has a kitchen, but really ideally you have some sort of sleeping arrangement. You have storage for probably stuff like cooking, pots and pans, maybe a burner. Maybe you're going to have a gray water tank, a pump system. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that take you just through that. Again, my video is just an overview of what you need to consider for van life, but there's videos up the wazoo about how to do water and plumbing and power and electric for your van. Staying safe, so security. Equip your van with security measures like door locks, window coverings, maybe an alarm system, possibly even cameras, although that's really fancy. But really more important is to simply stay aware of your surroundings and research safe parking spots or campgrounds, and don't get the van anywhere that it should not be. Storage and organization. Utilize clever storage solutions and methods to maximize space, obviously. Consider under-bed storage. That's a big one. Overhead cabinets, modular furniture, disposable things. I took stuff on my trip I knew that I could just throw away. I had got it free at swap sections. Internet connectivity. Stay connected on the road with a reliable internet setup. Options include mobile data plans, Wi-Fi boosters, satellite internet systems, visiting public libraries, etc. Travel planning. So research and plan your routes ahead of time, at least to some extent, preferably things like knowing where rest areas are and campgrounds. There's a lot of apps in the Apple Store and the Android Store that you can use that are specifically made for road tripping and van life. I recommend that you look into those. Minimalism and downsizing. So embrace a minimalist lifestyle, possibly. You don't have to, but it might help to prioritize essentials and only carry what you truly need to simplify your van life experience. So whether it's your electronics or your clothing, your cooking utensils, look at what the core few items are and maybe consider just using those or bringing an item that's versatile. Like maybe you have one really good Santoku knife that replaces 4 kitchen utensils. Hygiene and maintenance. So you don't want to be too much of a scrub while you're doing your van life. Stay clean as your person and maintain your vehicle regularly in and out. So not just the maintenance, but keeping your van clean. Find nearby facilities for showers and laundry. Some people use gyms to take showers. There's all kinds of ways to do that. Maybe invest in portable camping equipment like solar showers or compact washing machines. Personally, I never used those. I just used restroom sinks. Community and support. Connect with van life people. There's a lot of Facebook groups. There's a lot of YouTube videos. You're connecting with me right now. Legalities and regulations. So you need to familiarize yourself with laws and regulations state to state, like van dwelling, parking, camping in areas you plan to visit. You don't need to know all of that, but just understand that there's places where your van is not necessarily going to be welcome, and to know a little bit about that. Some places have restrictions or even permit requirements. Flexibility and adaptability. Embrace the freedom and unpredictability of van life. I remember my first 3 days, I didn't take a shower, and then it started raining. I was in the middle of the wilderness in West Virginia, and I basically just took a bath in the rain. I had a bathing suit on, and I just started using my soap out in the rain to take a shower. And then I had no idea where I would be the next day. And then whatever I did that day, I had no idea what I would be doing the day after that. And you just learn to go with it. Remember that van life is a unique experience for each individual. Take the time to research, plan, and adapt the lifestyle to your preferences and needs. It's your trip. It is your journey, both metaphorically speaking and literally. It doesn't need to look like an Instagram perfect version that you saw on social media. Understand that there's times when it's going to be boring. There's going to be setbacks and frustration and boredom. That's all part of good traveling. Anyways, as always, I'm Brad Hines. Thank you for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe if you got something out of this. Thank you.